EA coverage of the NFL brings us to the state of Florida and TIAA Bank Field in Jacksonville. 2 minutes prior to us coming on air, this crowd was jolted into action with the introduction of these Jaguars. They're set for football as the Jags are ready to match up with the Seattle Seahawks. Here's the kicker, Jason Myers, to get this one started. And off we go from Jacksonville. And this will be a touchback as sails over the end line.
Be alert, be alert.
50's the mark.
13, spin.
Foles. Oh, a scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it. 17 yards on the game's opening play and a quick first down. One play has him up past the 40 already and another 1st and 10. On the ground, this is Leonard Fournette. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down.
Matchbox lights.
Now Leonard Fournette. Nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
Open man is Westbrook, complete. And he is down deep into Seattle territory. It's a big play for the Jaguars. And even 40 yards.
Brandon, we've both been around the game long enough that we know that in pregame, defenses are pretty amped up, aren't they? I mean, they're pounding lockers, and they can't wait to get out there. But when you hit them with some big pass plays early, it takes the starch right out of them.
Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete. DJ Chark, the intended target, and now it's 2nd down. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. They go back to the ground now with Fournette, and he's only going to get a yard from the 20 to the 19. The 2nd down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there.
What we got?
Hey, Foxtrot. One. What we got?
They're going to look to throw. The open man is Shark. It's complete. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. They'll try and run forward with Fournette. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage. Back at the 6. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
Well, it's been the air game that's taken them down on this drive before they finally turned around and handed it off on the last play.
And now they're looking for the big boys to get him in the end zone. Couldn't do it there.
It'll be interesting to see. Offensive lines had to pass block a lot on this drive.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Jacksonville. D.D. Westbrook there to make the grab. And the Jaguars drive right down the field and score on the opening drive. Point after by Lambeau, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. Wilson and the Seahawks take over now, 1st and 10 at their own 26.
36.
Now it's Wilson. Buying time to his left. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete.
Let's go, baby.
33 yards that time.
That's where having a mobile quarterback really pays dividends, because that old school stand in the pocket, make your throw guy, he doesn't make that play.
In addition to the mobility, how about his eyes? Just kept them downfield, locked on the target, created a big play out of it. But he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. Chris Carson, 42 yards, as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Extra point up and through by Myers. And we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing, because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
And this will probably be the last play of the quarter.
Recon, 152 fighter.
7-7, our score after 1.
Girl.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete. It was Trey Flowers that time who got and broke it up.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up second down.
Pilot, 64, weak. Going 5-3. Going 5-3.
On 2nd and 10, Foles complete to his tight end, Seth DeVal. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 28.
I know I spent a lot of time talking about how tight ends in a lot of cases now are pumped up wide receivers, but they're still big people. He used that frame right there to absorb a really big hit on him and held on to the ball.
Making the stop that time, Bobby Wagner.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense, because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
A 14-yard first down pickup for the Jaguars. So a good run by Fournette. Now another 1st and 10.
Watch 80.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And he completes it to Westbrook. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1.
54 is Mike. Check. Watch 54. Here we go. Shoot.
Tiger. 13.
They'll toss it to Fournette. And he'll take this one in for a Jags touchdown. Taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Jaguars have taken the lead. Extra point tacked on by Lambo. And that makes the score 14-7. And Lambo now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They trail a one-score deficit, 14-7, as they come up 1st and 10. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. CD, while we have a quick second here, I want to give a shout-out to 3 teams who have struggled mightily this year, who all got wins in Week 12. The Dolphins, the Redskins, and for their first win of the season, the Bengals.
How about you? I love your empathy, right? You hate to see teams struggle like this. Hate to see teams that are down. And when they get wins, you come with a little bounce, don't you? You got a little extra spring in your step. Those Bengals, and they beat the Jets, who at the time were hot, right? They've won 3 in a row. How about Washington? That win over Carolina. And then, of course, the Dolphins. No one really saw that coming. Their win over Philadelphia, even though it was at home. Could those wins for those teams be the death knell for the teams that lost? The Jets, we're not going to talk about them anymore. Carolina, they still thought maybe a late run could put them in the playoff race in the NFC South. And then how about Philadelphia? But they're not out of it.
No.
They still control their destiny. If they win out, they go 9-7 and win the NFC East.
Yeah, because they're just one game back of 6-6 Dallas.
Check 50, check 50.
56 to Mike. 56 is the Mike.
2nd and 5 now. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
56, check 56. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Here we go again. Here we go again.
3rd and long. It's Wilson. Open man is Jacob Hollister. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 43. Now Wilson. Escaping the pressure right. Incomplete. Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. Actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over. Then they get a chance to continue their drive.
2nd and 10. It's Wilson again. And his throw is incomplete. Chris Carson, the intended receiver, and that'll make it 3rd down. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Wilson will throw again. That's complete to DK Metcalf. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 31-yard line. Now Wilson on first down. The attempt on the dive, and he has it. What a catch. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Wilson. It's caught. Lockett. And he'll be out of bounds. A gain there of 21 yards.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at it. And he will take this one in for the Seattle touchdown. Chris Carson with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Myers connects on the PAT, and that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. This will be taken in at the 1. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
Let's go.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And we're under a minute to go here. What's been an even first half, all tied up.
Yeah, still time to make something happen, too. A couple completions, you string them together. Could get into field goal range. Let's see what happens.
Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete. The linebacker, Bobby Wagner, able to get back in coverage and knock it free. Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Foles. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a third down. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
Hey, echo.
Now Foles. The open man is Westbrook. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Now the Jags will use the second of their timeouts, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half.
Hey, team 6. Team 6.
Here's Foles. That'll be incomplete with 9 seconds now showing on the clock. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down.
Hey, high 7.
2nd and 10. And he will not be able to get away as Foles is taken down. And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2. Well, Foles and the Jags now have to deal with a 3rd and long after that sack. They'll throw now on the final play. He's going to launch this thing way downfield into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Brad McDougald. And he will be brought down as time is now run out on this first half of action. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. First half showed us some pretty good offense. Tie game, we'll see what the second half brings.
And it'll be interesting because I think both sides feel pretty good about what their offenses are doing. Got to wonder what adjustments are being made defensively to try and get a spark and maybe slow down the other side.
But here, do you change up anything on this opening drive?
Not offensively, you don't. You got everything going your way. You've probably prepared for maybe some change-ups you might expect, but overall, you like what your game plan's showing you.
They run again with Carson. He's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4. On 3rd and 1, Wilson. Open man is Metcalf. He's got it.
And that one was a lot of fun right there because that was the game within the game. 3rd and short, blitz was on. What's the key for the quarterback? Get out of your hands in a hurry. And that was a quick little completion. Got the job done for a first down.
Well, throw on first down with Wilson. That's complete into the hands of Carson. It'll be a pickup of only a yard, and it'll make it 2nd down. They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9. Now it's Carson. He'll get about 3 as he's brought down right around the 42. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Carson. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
14.
They'll indeed go for him with Wilson. And he's got him. Got his man on the end route. Complete. It's a gain of 12. First down, Seahawks.
We always hear about guys wanting to make plays that quiet a crowd. After that one.
Here in the 3rd quarter, they were hoping to get the stop, get the football back. Not the case.
What a completion on a 4th down play.
Now Wilson, and this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making a difference.
56 to Mike. 56 is the Mike. Get in the weight room. Get in the weight room.
Again on 2nd and 10, it's Wilson. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down.
And now offensively it's 3rd and 10, and I'm just thinking to myself, actors always say, what's my motivation before a big scene? Right now the play caller's thinking, what have I done before that's worked well that I can go to right now?
Yeah, because they were pretty successful in the first half scoring points. Haven't done anything so far here in the second half. On 3rd down, Wilson. It's complete to Lockett. Past the 20. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Tyler Lockett, 47 yards, as his guys are able to regain the lead. And a nice job by him to catch the slant and then navigate and break free.
And receivers love slant routes because it gets the ball in their hands so quickly and oftentimes on the move. And when they're on the move like that, then they get to use their best asset, which is usually their speed.
And their speed sometimes, like this instance, can take them into the end zone. Well, they just scored, they got the lead, and they decide to keep their foot on the accelerator, so to speak.
Scouting, scouting, scouting. They had to have seen something in their preparation for this game that told them in this situation, if they get the look they like, let's go ahead and go for it anyway. They like being bold.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
They snap it at 1. Now Wilson. He'll find Metcalf. And they'll get this just to the 47. 1-yard gain. And just a small glimpse there as to why they like this rookie so much.
And that's why they lit up a little bit in our meetings with the coaching staff.
Yeah, when we talked about him, they did.
Yeah, you know, they like his work ethic. You know, this guy's running every route well in the route tree and getting better at it all the time. Really honing his game. They expect a pretty good jump out of him as things continue to move on.
Back now in Jacksonville. It's the Seahawks with the possession. They also have the lead here as we get set for the 4th and final quarter. Wilson now a perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad. 1st and 10. This throw complete. Wilson finding Lockett. And he's taken down inside the 30. It's a gain of 12. 1st down Seahawks.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
They will get 4 yards here on the 1st down run, and that'll make it 2nd and 6. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down. Under 4 to go now as the clock runs, and they come up on 2nd down. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Carson, and give him about 3 as he gets it down to the 22-yard line. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter.
Check 24, check 24. Right there.
40.
And we got to get to the ball, T. We got to get to the ball. Let's keep moving.
Wilson now to throw on 3rd down. Left side complete to Lockett. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on 3rd down. Went his way.